Hey guys, what's up? Mr. CT here today with the 4th episode of What's CT Playing. As you can see here, it's Gears of War 2 against bots. So a few things to be said beforehand. I was going to do Horde initially because there's a special Horde stuff right now where it's all tickers and every 10th wave is all boomers, but the boomer waves were impossible for me to complete by myself, and the ticker waves were too boring, I thought. So I decided to just do a match against bots, and that'd be more entertaining. And it should be said beforehand, I wasn't exactly trying. After I dominate here the first round and get 7 kills, I didn't want the match to end too quickly, so I ended up kind of just running out there and dying some of the other rounds. I guess I should have put the score limit a little higher. But I assure you I can probably beat bots in 2 rounds. And also, I do steal a bunch of kills in this round here, but they're up for grabs when they're down. Don't complain about me stealing kills here in a minute. You'll see 2 or 3 here. I just start shooting at anything that's down, and if I get the kill, I get the kill. But anyway, welcome to What's CT Playing, like I said. Not too many games this week, once again, but let's start. First, I'm gonna talk about Modern Warfare 2. As you know, as you may know, I'm still not playing this game. I actually got on it this week and I don't even know the word. But anyway, I was in a no-scope match with one of my friends. Played a little no-scoping search and destroy 2v2 for actually a 3v2 or something like that for a while, just messing around, which I guess was a good sign, better than not getting on at all. And I am thinking about getting back into it, but considering that Crackdown now is coming out in 3 days, 2 days here, I think I'm going to go ahead and wait until I finish off Crackdown and then get back into it. But maybe even I'll end up playing some COD 4 or World at War. I don't really care which COD I play, but I'm definitely probably going to get back into that. But the next game I'm going to mention is Red Dead. I actually haven't done anything in this game either, but I figured I'd mention it anyway. The last time I played it, I think, was when I was recording for last week, which was kind of a little late. It's technically being played this week, even though I mentioned it in last week's episode, because the last week's episode came out a few days late. It came out on a Tuesday or Wednesday instead of a Monday. And also, I apologize. I said in my last thing I'd get more videos up during the week, and I had technical difficulties. I went to upload a Red Dead video, and it didn't upload correctly. It uploaded the whole entire thing, and then it froze when it was done, and then I had to end up deleting it because it wasn't working. So I had some technical difficulties with that, but I will upload it this week, hopefully, on Wednesday, I'm hoping. And of course, Crackdown 2 is coming out this week, so I'm sure you'll have some stuff of that. And also, since we're talking about What's CT Playing here, I also did play the Crackdown 2 demo a few times this week. If you guys didn't know, they have been unlocking new difficulties every day now. At first, it only started off with the 2 easiest difficulties, and if you don't know, there's 5 difficulties in Crackdown 2, and they've unlocked the harder ones. I've played, I think, each one of them once, and I have to say the hardest difficulty, Sadistic, and the second hardest, Psychotic, are pretty tough. Sadistic I thought was really crazy. I don't think I ever. Well, I know I played Crackdown 1 on the hardest difficulty, but I don't remember it being that hard. It might have been because my skills were already leveled up or something, but it was pretty insane, and I played some of the demo. As you know, still can't wait for the regular game to come out, and like I said, I'll get you some gameplay of that, I'm sure. The next games to mention are Splinter Cell Conviction. Well, I'll just start off with Splinter Cell Conviction. I got on this game mainly to try out some Deniable Ops. I've already beat the co-op campaign and single-player story, and really have no desire to go back and play them. So I want to play some Deniable Ops, but the problem is Hellraiser, the guy, he's on my friends list, you may know him from my other videos. He sold it a while ago, because GameStop was doing that special for the $25 thing, so he sold his. So of course I was trying to beat them by myself, and so far the only one that I have beat is Hunter. I beat that with Hellraiser, and I was having trouble with them. Defending the EMP is virtually impossible by yourself. The other game type, you need 2 people to play with face-off, and the other one, I kept activating tripwires, and I don't even know. I'd kill all the enemies in the area, and then I'd have trouble activating tripwires, even though all the enemies were dead, and I just kind of got angry at that game. I might end up selling that in the future, but I did get a few achievements on it. I looked at the achievements, saw if there was any that I could get, and there was a few for upgrading stuff, so I just got a few achievements on that. And then the Orange Box, Team Fortress 2 specifically. I decided to play some of that because I've just been bored recently. At the beginning of this week, I was not playing anything. I was just sitting in the dashboard very bored, and I decided to get back into the Orange Box with the Beast and Hellraiser. and I played that a few days. I did get the achievement hardcore for getting 1,000 total kills, and I started with 800 at the beginning of the week. I was in one epic like 3-hour match where I got like when I had a record of like 80 and 40 or something like that throughout the match, and then I also had some unfortunate annoying matches at the end of the week which kind of pissed me off and made me not want to really play that game anymore, but I did play it a little. I like almost all the characters, and you know, I was having fun with that. Probably not going to play that anymore either. I've already beat the Half-Life games on it and Portal, and now I'm probably done with Team Fortress 2 after getting that achievement. The next game I'm going to mention is another Valve game, Left 4 Dead 2. I got on this for the new mutation. Sorry about that. I usually do every week, but I have not been on it in about a week or so now, so I decided to jump on that quick before the mutation went away. I don't know when they go away and stuff, but there was a new one called Versus Survival, which basically it's versus, but it times you on how fast your round time is, or how fast you die. And then the other team has to try and beat that, and then you get a chance to like beat them, and you just keep going back and forth until someone beats someone or something like that. I won most of those matches at first, but then we started losing a bunch. Me, the Beast, and Hellraiser again. Hellraiser actually I think got off, so it was me and the Beast. But then we started losing a bunch, and our teammates were bad, and things weren't going well. So I eventually got off of that too. That's really the only thing I played with. On that, only played that for one day. I think that was 2 days ago. Right now it's Sunday. I guess Monday technically because it's past midnight, but I played that 2 days ago. And then as you see here, Gears of War 2. You might be wondering why I'm on this. I decided to jump on Gears of War 2 because if you guys don't know, it's 8 times 8 XP. It started July 1st, and it's going to go to the 8th or something like that, I think. And, I mean, 8 times 8 XP, normally, I think they did times 2 XP a week ago or something. Normally, I wouldn't jump on Gears just for that, but times 8 is kind of ridiculous. I was getting tons of XP for playing Horde earlier, and I ranked up a few times. If you don't know what level I am, if you don't see it in this video, I'm a level 10. I don't even know if it pops up, but I'm a level 10 now, and as you see there is Seriously 2.0, 10,000 kills. Mostly in Horde, because I like Horde a lot, but, and against bots, I like that too. I only have about 600 multiplayer kills in this game, to be honest. I like Gears 1 much better than Gears of War 2, and I played that a lot more. This game, I never got into the multiplayer. I played it a little when it came out, and I just never got into it, but anyway, back to Gears. Yeah, but I just played that a little, and then after playing a few rounds of Horde on different waves and seeing how that was going, I decided to jump on here and play a match of a Wingman to 15 here, what you're watching right now. And that's really it for the What's CT Playing, but I'm not going to leave you guys hanging here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about something random here. Well, I already know what I'm talking about, but so I don't leave you guys. I know I do that a lot because I generally don't know what to talk about. I just kind of randomly leave with 1 or 2 minutes left in the commentary. But today I'm going to talk about something. As you know, yesterday or today, whatever you want to call it, was July 4th. And I didn't have any plans or anything, so I stayed home and watched a Jaws marathon on Encore movie channel. If you don't know what it is, but if you don't know me or don't, none of my friends list, I'm really behind on movies. I didn't used to really watch movies at all, and then I started getting into them and watching, I watched some, but not many, and then I started renting a bunch, and now recently, my family got Netflix, and I got a bunch of movies off of there. I also watch them on the Xbox, but Encore had a marathon today on some movies that I figured I'd want to watch. The 4 Jaws movie, it was like a Jaws marathon. I think they're running them again now, actually. They're running them like all day, and I watched all 4 Jaws films in a row, basically. I thought the first one was the best, which is usually the case with any series that has multiple movies. That one was great. That's the one I've probably seen parts of before and stuff, because I have not really seen any of these before, because like I said, I generally don't pay attention to movies very much, or I didn't used to. But the first one was the best. Then the other ones, 3 after that, were starting to get boring and not even hold my attention. It might have been because eventually I was just getting tired of watching movies, but Jaws 2 was the second best, I'd say. Jaws 3 had some really bad effects. There's 3 specific spots where I remember, like when they pulled the grenade out of the shark's mouth and stuff, and the effect there was horrible. I knew to know it's from like 1980 or something, but and there was also 2 other ones, and it was just really bad, and I actually laughed at that. And then the last Jaws movie didn't even hold my attention. That's the one I kind of just stopped paying attention. I don't know if it was me watching so many movies in a row, but I kind of stopped paying attention at the fourth one. It didn't really seem good at all. I didn't like the third one much either. The first and the second were okay. Like, I'd rate the first one maybe like a 5, then the next one like a 4, and then after that, the last two were like 3s or like 2s or something. But as you see here, commentary's coming to an end. I end up, I think I already did. Oh yeah, I already end up running out and dying here, I think. My bot's trying to save us here, but I think we already reached the time limit here. The score limit here. He's just running around. Anyway, guys, I wanted to let you know that Gaming News will have its own episode this week. It's going to be relatively short because, as you know, E3 was a little bit ago. Those videos are still available to watch, of course. But there is a little bit of gaming news this week, and I'll mention some things from E3 possibly, too. But I'm just going to make a pretty short video of who knows what. Maybe a little orb hunting in Crackdown 2, probably a little agility orb hunting. But I hope you guys like the video.